take off this. Hi, we're
Hi.
saying things.
Yes, this is our first collaboration.
Absolutely.
With Roomful of Blurs and Noir Neon Vibes.
Hi. And your road needs to be on at the same time. Is it on?
Yeah, this is on. And then we also have this, so it's like
She can hold in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
We need to take something off.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Yeah, we're just this is a quick audio check to make sure that everything's working. We're doing 2 camera setup.
Yes, we are.
Because we do not want to lose this opportunity at all.
With the lovely, fantastic, non-binary femme queen that is Janelle Monae.
Yes.
Good Lord.
We're calm.
Cool.
We're totally cool.
Cool.
We're fine.
This is normal.
This is perfectly normal.
This is absolutely normal.
We're good.
I'm happy for us.
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, because great minds think alike. Yes.
Of course.
All right.
On the same page.
It's all good. All right.
Okay.
So,
Hi.
what are the questions?
So, do you want to start?
Well, we wanted to first just ask what brings you to BlerDCon, or why you chose to premiere your game here at BlerDCon, and you're free to promote whatever you are working on, because we love you so much.
Oh. Well, first of all, okay, we ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to come?
Yeah.
Come.
Here.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Let's switch sides.
Okay.
Let's do come right here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
The powers of the fire.
Okay.
Please pardon my voice. As you can see, it was a little bit chilly at BlerDCon on Saturday, and I was also sick name. But the best part of my Saturday was being part of the Archandroid graphic novel reveal. And you know what? Let me be quiet and let Janelle talk to y'all.
What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, BlerDCon? I feel so proud. I feel so thankful. Whoever has organized this, started this, I want to give you a big, big round of applause. Hilton. Thank you. I just remember my earliest memory of being a blurred, a free-ass motherfucker blurred. Growing up in Kansas, Kansas City. I'm from the future, but I was dropped in Kansas for tax purposes. Yeah, it worked out for my family better that way. But I just remember reading, I used to read Goosebumps a lot. And that was my first sort of love with sci-fi, I learned about photosynthesis. I wrote a short story about aliens speaking to plants. At my grandmother's house, we were, trying to find, my mom was in between homes and we had to stay with my grandmother, and then they came and the aliens took everybody but me, and I was really upset about it. But I remember reading Goosebumps after school all the time and coming up with my own thoughts and dreams about stories, and then I started to write short stories at the Coterie Theater's Young Playwrights Roundtable, and then if it was great enough, the local actors would perform our work. And I just remember my mind always wanting to be in the future or to do things different. And I think that led me to Chuck Lightning, who, when I decided I was gonna leave New York, I'm a musical theater baby, forever. And I studied musical theater and acting in New York, and I ended up leaving because I was like, I felt like I had so much to say, and I needed to sort of listen to my inner compass and what was put on my heart to say. And so when I moved to Atlanta, is when I met Chuck Lightning and Nate Rocket Wonder, who is not here with us, but
Sup, Nate?
yeah, we've written all the music, all the on the story side of things. I'll ask one more time. BlerDCon, are you ready? All right. We will be releasing the Archandroid graphic novel. And today, you will receive the first chapter of the Archandroid graphic novel. If you could kindly and slowly look underneath your seats. The Archandroid graphic novel. Take them out of the envelope and stand up like you're excited. We love you so much. Chuck, Chad, you guys want to come up here? This is the first chapter of the Archandroid graphic novel. All the illustrations done by Chad Weatherford. I thank you so much. We could not imagine any other group of people getting this first. We had to come here first. This is our family, you're our family. You supported me, you supported Wonderland, you supported Cindy Mayweather, and now you can stop asking me, what's going on with Cindy Mayweather? Where is she? What's up, Janelle? Stop being the age of pleasure. Where's the Archandroid? So you have it here. Thank you guys so much.
Janelle, Chuck Lightning, and Chad Weatherford took the time to sit with us for well over an hour and went into great detail about their love for this project.
Just, you know, on the music side of things, putting together a collection of songs, it's like, no, what is the world? What are they wearing? How are they talking? And I think I could not ask for a better creative co-pilot other than Chuck Lightning, because that's when I was introduced to Metropolis through Chuck, and that changed my life. I was like, oh, I want to do this, but for us, you know, and how do we take it to the next level? So that's a long way of saying I've been here. Welcome home.
And as if having the first graphic novel from Janelle Monae was not enough, Mr. Chuck Lightning decides to enlighten us on what they are planning to do next with the Archandroid.
To turn the Archandroid into a sci-fi Game of Thrones, I would say. And we were always talking about budget. We were like, we need the budget to do this right. And he said, you should talk to everybody and see who can get you the money. So one reason we went to Ridley Scott was because we knew that he had the money and he also had got the vision. And George Lucas said to us, if he saw the lookbook and he said, well, I'll say one thing. This is not a TV show. This is a movie. And he said, so let me tell you something. He said, if you go to Ridley and Ridley says that he can do this as a TV show, he can do it. He will know how to do it. We were like, let's figure out what this really is. And then we talked to our lawyers and they were like, you know what? Maybe you just tell them you really want to do it as a movie. That's what you guys always talked about. So this is the first, I would say, thing out the gates for you guys to see how we see this world. And your support and your love over the years means the most to us. And it's been for you. It's just been a journey. Like, we just want that moment just a little while ago that we had. We want all of us to share that way all the time about the stories, and it's about the generations that come after us. And when we leave, like Octavia Butler left things for us, and Samuel Delaney is leaving things for us, and Toni Morris, and everyone that we love that has done so much for us as a community. We just want to do our part, and this is what we do when we're doing that.
Yeah, it's been a real joy working on this wide scope of vision that you guys have had for this world. I mean, I feel like I'm just diving into it every day, just even on the creative floor of it visually. There's always a surprise around every corner, and I'm loving the ride. So.
And as I was saying earlier, Chad has drawn me probably the most of any, artist.
Easily.
Yes. And because I always like, Janelle, I need a photo. I need you to do a photo. Send photos. Send me like 200 different poses of your face, like with Cindy, because we need Cindy going like this, or we need Cindy like really happy, or Cindy really mad, or a whirl, and then he'll send something back and it looks spot on, or then like there could be one little thing I'm like, Chad, I don't think my eyebrow is that tall. Will you please change it for me, please? So I just want to say thank you, Chad, so much for listening and just being so talented. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thank you for being so gracious with those poses. I mean, you've done it in times where we've just been hanging out and you said, oh, here, I got you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
And as we're saying thank you, I definitely want to thank the members of Wonderland Management that are here.
It takes a team. It takes a team indeed. We have Aaron, Kyle, who was a part of our Wonderland books, graphic novels. Kyle, you're here. Mikhail Moore. Kelly.
Nate has been, as you guys know, a huge architect on the music side, but as we've been working on the story, Nate has also been a person. We watch so much TV, we watch so many films together, and we have these moments where we're like, okay, have you seen this? Have you seen that? We got to make sure we do this and we don't do that, And Nate is definitely a guardian and a custodian on that, holding that fire close in his heart. He's, like Janelle said, from the very beginning, we've been passing that pen back and forth. Let's see, we have Tree down here. Tree is one of the people that literally, as we put her on the title page, publishing coordinator, but she's done so much more than that, because when we're going through things and we're wondering what color this little girl's dress should be, or let's talk hairstyles, call Tree. And Tree is that person that's close to our heart, holding that down, making sure that we get all of our Black girl magic correct every single day. So we love you for that, Tree.
This was such a special moment at BlerDCon because Janelle could have revealed this at San Diego or New York Comic Con, but she knows how special it is to be amongst her Blerd family.
This was not Janelle's only surprise of the weekend. Stay tuned for part 2 because you do not want to miss this.
Oh, wait a minute. There is one more thing. Stay tuned because it looks like Janelle has a brand new tabletop game, and Navy Montel helped get the reveal at BlerDCon as well.
The name of the game is KBom, and the objective of the game is to have the least amount of points in your hand. And this is what your hand looks like. This is how you set up the cards. You shuffle it and put it in a 2x2, how it is here, face down. Now, the cards range from -1 through 10. So there's -1, there's 0, and there's up to 7. Then there's these specialty cards, which I'll explain later, but these specialty cards, when they're in your hand, they're worth 11 points. So you don't want these when you're in your hand, but they're very useful and excellent when you pull them. So they're dead everywhere else. In your hand, they're dead. If they're on the discard table, they're dead. But if you pull them, they're action cards. And I'll explain these in a second. So in the beginning of the game, everyone's allowed to look at their 2 bottom cards. So you'll look at them, you'll memorize them, and don't show anybody. And then you put them down. You can't look at them again unless you get a card that allows you to. Okay, so when it's your turn, you will pull a card. So you will pull a card, you would look at it. Only you would look at it, and you would decide if you want to keep it or not. Now, this is a specialty card. I want to explain later, so we're going to pull another card. So, do you want to keep this card?
I would like to keep it.
Okay, so she wants to keep it, so you can swap it out with any card that you have. So once she swaps it out, she gets rid of this card and she puts it here. Now, if she didn't want to keep it, she would just discard it. Okay. So now it would be your turn. So you would pull a card. Do you want to keep that card?
Yes.
Okay. So then you're gonna swap it out and then put it here. That's good because that's 11 points, and I had explained. Remember, these cards are 11 points for him. So the next person will go. Now, at any given point, whatever's on the discard pile is up for grabs. Meaning, you can match or mine. So for example, if there's a 10 here and you know you have a 10 in your hand, I'm just gonna do this so you guys can visually see. So that's how okay, we're gonna pretend it's a 7.
Okay.
So if say there's a number here and you have that same number in your hand, you would say match, and it doesn't have to be your turn. So you'll say match, and that's how you get rid of a card, and now you have one less card. Now, for matching and mining, it's first come, first serve. So whoever says it first is able to do it. If two people say at the same time, then you have to rock, paper, scissors, shoot to decide who gets it. Okay? So now, another example of, excuse me, mine is if you like a card here, you'll say mine. And same thing, you'll grab the card and swap it with any one of your cards. It's okay, you're taking a risk. Now, that's also not too bad of a card, so that can keep going, that matching and mining. Now, there's another match that can happen that's a little advanced, but you know, when it happens, it's one of my favorite moves. Okay, we'll give this example here. Now, if you're paying attention to what people have, you can also match from someone else's hand. So there's a 3 here. Say I'm playing right here. I can say match. I'll match from your hand.
Ew.
And then because I match from your hand, I get to get rid of one of my cards to you, and you can't look at that card.
Oh.
That is so busted.
So that's the matching and mining situation. Now these cards. These action cards, remember they're 11 points in your hand, so they're bad, you want to get rid of them. Now, if you pull them, they're beneficial because they do special things. Okay, so if you were to pull this card, this is a blind swap, and these are all optional. So if you would like, you can blind swap, so you can swap one of your cards with another player's cards without looking. Like you can't look at it, they can't look at it. This is a peek. Meaning you can just take a look at any card on the table. So you can peek at your own card to see what you got, or if you already know your card, you can peek at someone else's, or if you're just a little nosy. Now, remember these cards are worth 11 in your hand, but when you pull them, they're the action cards. So if you don't remember what they are, it's okay. As you're playing, you know, you want to show everybody this card so everyone can remind you what it means. This is a peek and decide if you want to swap. So with this card, you can look at another player's card, and if you like it, you can swap it with one of yours without looking. Or you can do it the opposite way where you look at your own card first. And if you want to swap it, you can. In this case, this is a good card, so you swap it. Now, how the game ends is, in the beginning of your turn, if you feel like you have the least amount of points in your hand, you would say kaboom. If you say kaboom, your hand's frozen, meaning nobody can look at your card, nobody can swap with you. Everyone else gets to go one more turn. And then once the last person goes, you flip over your cards, and whoever has the least amount of points wins. Now, if there's a tie and neither person called kaboom, no one wins. If there's a tie and one of the people called kaboom, then they win. Any questions? Yeah.
So I noticed at this state in the game, that player has 2 cards. Is it possible to get yourself down to 1 card?
Yeah, it's possible to get yourself to 0 cards. So because you can get rid of your cards, remember, from matching,
Right.
but also from matching from someone else's hand, you get rid of your card that way.
And you can call kaboom with 0 cards.
Yep. But that doesn't mean you win because there's this card. So someone can have this and still win, even though you have 0 cards. Because they have -1. Yeah. So there's 2 -1s, 2 zeros, and all the other cards, there's 4 of each.
So I mean 0 cards may not be
is not the best.
It doesn't
Yeah.
guarantee.
Right, but it's pretty good.
It's
I
pretty
mean, unless
good,
someone
but
has
it's
a,
not the
but yeah,
best.
it's not the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Do
So
you guys wanna
basically,
do a
how
practice?
that goes is if
So
that was the last card on that other person's hand,
Yeah.
and you had called Kaboom, both have 0,
Yeah.
and they flip it over.
They would.
They won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want to try to do a practice round before
Yes.
people?
Yes,
sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You guys can just, since those cards, you can just start. We'll have to shuffle these.
You have no idea how much joy it is for us to watch, because this is literally what we do at Wonderland all day, every day, friends, family, and we consider y'all our family now, right? I felt it, but now y'all really family. So don't forget to follow the rest of your family online. We're on Instagram, KBom Game, KBom Game, and so if you also do the QR with your phone, it'll take you to our site and it'll take you to like all of our pages online. So tag us when you're playing with your friends and family so we can repost. Because again, we just started. We're a new Black-owned company. Of Wonderland as well. And we just want to say thank you again, Hilton, for gifting everyone.
Absolutely.
Montel, thank you so much for giving us access to this space. We don't take the support lightly. We are a community. We know what it is to be entrepreneurs and to start from the bottom up. So that's what we're doing with this game, and we want to continue to bring people together. We need community more than ever in real life. In real life, conversation. How old are you? Yeah. 9? We have a 9-year-old in here playing with us. And he's beating everybody. I'm saying this to say I've seen 9-year-olds be off their phones for 5 hours.
Say word.
Or more playing this game. And we played with a 95-year-old. So generations are coming together, and we just are so thankful that we get an opportunity to have you before it all blows up. So anyway, we love you guys. This is your game. You're our family. Enjoy. Thank you.
All right, this is what BlerDCon Station?
Or it's
Blerd
Blerd
Station.
Station. We're in partnership with BlerDCon.
Blerd Station?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I am Janelle Monae, one of the founders of the Wonderland Art Society, and I am also part of the gaming community. Along with Steph, we have launched our first card game called, you have it?
Yes.
KBom. KBom. Like this is the premier game. This is our first card game at Wonderland. We are Black owned, and it felt so natural to come to BlerDCon to be with our people and to launch it here first, and mirror all of the many moments that we have at Wonderland where we're playing this game with our friends and our family. We wanted you guys, because we consider you friends and family, to have it first of all of the comic book sort of conventions, festivals. Like this felt like the right one to do it at. And a lot of you guys have followed my music career since the beginning, since Metropolis, since Archandroid, and I also premiered the first chapter of the Archandroid graphic novel here as well. So it just felt right to just do everything here, because you guys have been so amazing to me, and I think this is a community worth nurturing. I love everything that Hilton has done with just facilitating real community. Yeah.
I have one additional question. It might tie into everything. I am thoroughly impressed with the fact that you put not only a graphic novel together, and you have a tabletop game. In this community, we have so many ideas that have the potential to bring so much more community together, which is your goal. are you open to being a hub for people to come to as a developer, as a distributor,
Yeah.
for indie comics and for brand new games amongst us? Is that something that you ever thought about?
Absolutely. Wonderland, that is why we started. We want the best, the brightest, the most innovative, the idea nurturers and thinkers, and we love curating experiences, and we always want to partner with other people that get the power of an experience. You know, I tour, that's an experience. We create albums, that's an experience we're gifting. And with gaming, that's an experience that you can share with. We had a 9-year-old in here today playing this game. We played this game with a 95-year-old, you know, and we want to be able to have more of those moments with more people. So if you have ideas, come to Wonderland. We would love to help facilitate, know more about it, and figure out how we can really get people to talking more. That's what I also love about tabletop games. Like, you find yourself talking to people that you may not have ever talked to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're understanding the human experience more while playing this game, and it's bringing joy.
It is so much fun.
We were having so much fun playing it. Yeah,
yes.
I won 3 times.
How did you did?
Yeah.
We need to give you a trophy. That's amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to share this with my students, because this is playing games, whether it's like a video game or a card game, is a great way for us to bond and just have that connection. And I will show no mercy, and I will make sure that I will beat you.
Ruthless.
You're like me.
Ruthless.
I'm competitive.
Yeah, very.
But thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
It means a lot. This is a pop-up. We decided, like, very yesterday. We had it with us, and I was like, we're gonna do it. We're
Thank
gonna do
you.
it. I'm changing my flight. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you so
so
much for
much.
doing this. And again, we love you so much in everything that you do. Like, this is like me holding my composure, because we just love you so much.
Oh,
So
I love
again,
you.
thank you for coming by, and
Being a free spirit,
yes.
honestly. Thank
Oh, my
you.
goodness. Well, I feel so seen. I feel at home. Like, this feels like family, and that's a special thing. So thank you for gifting me the experience of feeling seen and heard and loved. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Come on.
We had one more surprise.
Our founder, Hilton, is gifting everyone a free day. For your support and your love, Wonderland sends you. And let's keep playing Kaboom!